My name is Jacob Feener. I am a goalkeeper for the Tulsa Roughnecks. I grew up in Sacramento, California, and from there went on to play 4 years at Seattle University, which is a lot of fun. And then kind of had a year off where I bounced around to a few other teams, wasn't signed, but just trained with some other professional teams. And then was lucky to have my rookie season with the Tulsa Roughnecks last year. When I was like 8 years old, I was a forward for most of the year. And I was never the fastest in the whole world or had the greatest fitness. So we played an indoor game against a team older than us at the old Sacramento Knights facility, professional indoor team. We're like the halftime show, and got beat up pretty good in the game, but kind of kept going and wanted to keep playing. And the next practice, the coaches came up to me and said that they were looking to add one more keeper, and asked me if I'd be willing to because they liked my toughness, and said yes. They played me the next game against the top team in the league and gave up 14 goals. So that was not a great start, but after that kind of figured it out and just built from there. So I've been playing since I was 8. I mean, I think it was always a dream of mine since I was little. My dad loved basketball growing up, so I think that was my main sport initially. I kind of played soccer, and I think the youth program in America, it's one of the best to grow up in. And after 3 or 4 years kind of in the competitive level in California, I knew that I was up around with the higher up goalkeepers in there, so kind of the belief was, you know, my best chance if I want to play a professional sport is in soccer. So I kind of stuck with that. And was highly recruited out of my club team, so knew there was a chance, but I don't think it really hit me because there was a lot of ups and downs in college until my senior year. About 7-8 games in, I was having a pretty good season, and just kind of that whole belief, like as a young kid and stuff, kicked back in that you could do this and so on, and just kind of had a never say no attitude, like kept pushing no matter what people told me, and eventually, you know, got my chance. I actually was in preseason with Seattle Sounders too, and kind of went through it, went well. They offered me a contract, but not something I was really happy with, so I was looking for other stuff. Me and my agent were, and actually Zac Lubin last year, me and him had been friends and at the Sounders together for a bit, called me and said that they were looking for a second keeper in Tulsa. So I actually had shipped out to San Antonio for things, didn't work out there, and flew right into Tulsa. So for me, it was just working as hard as I could every day and getting to the best level I could to either set myself up for next year, or when you got your chance that you were ready. David kind of told me after the games that there was a chance that, you know, he might give me a shot because we had a week off for 4th of July and stuff, just happened to be our week off. So we kind of took the week off, continued to prepare, went through a week of training, and on Thursday right before, Dave told me that he was going to give me the shot. So that was exciting news, and first game, I mean, stomach was in my throat without a doubt, super nervous. But ended up getting those first couple saves and just kind of sunk into the game, and team started scoring a little bit more, and we just kind of took off from there, which was nice. But overall, I thought it was a really good season for us with a bunch of first-year guys coming together and finding that way. And if you take our second half momentum and would have made that our first, I mean, we would have been, you know, a top 3 team in the West without a doubt. So me and Brady were in college 4 years together, so that was a lot of fun. And it was great coming here because Brady had already been here for a few weeks, so it was great having somebody you knew with him and Zach. So that was, you know, he kind of helped me into the team environment and to get stuck in right with the guys from minute one. And it was great. It was great watching his success last year. He had a phenomenal rookie year, and you know, it was exciting for me when I finally did get on the field, and you know, to kind of share that experience together of your first year, kind of making it to the pros. You know, I think any kid dreams of growing up. So that was a lot of fun to an experience with somebody that you're so close with. Was the official winner of worst dress last year on the team. So, you know, kind of debating whether I want to try to win best dress this year or defend my title with worst dress. Haven't made a choice yet. But sometimes Brady just, he makes a great haircut. But you know, when I want to go to the fashion side of things, I got to go to him, and he kind of talks me through it. I think he gelled my hair a few times, without a doubt, before a game because it wasn't on par when I started playing. So he gelled it up for me. So it was a lot of fun too. So Brady's kind of my fashion consultant as well as a good friend and teammate. So I don't know if I got a good impression for Brady or not. I know it's my chance, but I mean, I'd love to do one of his celebrations or something, but nobody wants to see what's underneath my shirt. Yeah, I mean, I basically went over everything that he knew. The one where he falls over, we rehearsed that quite a bit before the game. The karate kick, he did okay. I mean, I got a little bit higher, and I told him to try to jump over the flag. I think he shorted it, and that's what he went with the kick. But we got some new ones in store for him this year. I mean, he came up with some weird ones, but I'll straighten them out, and we'll get the right ones out there for sure. Dave wants to try to get me to cry about it. He keeps telling me that I'm never going to be able to save anything with it. But yeah, I've heard that it moves quite a bit on its own. It's kind of got its mind of its own. They say it's similar to 2 World Cups ago. They had the Jubilani ball. That was just a nightmare for goalkeepers. I can say I played with it a couple times in college, but it's part of the game. They're kind of offense is what drives the game. I think a lot of times with the fan base. So you're going to obviously make a ball that makes it more fun offensively, gives the forwards and midfielders a little bit more swerve on it. But it's something you live with and you keep, you learn to work with. Basically, yeah. Roustabouts are amazing. I can say even for me, support when I was on the bench. I remember one of them coming up to me and saying like, hey, like we know who you are. We're really excited when you get your chance. We know, we see what you do in warm-ups. We're excited to see you at some point. Just from there, I mean, I got a couple chances at the end that were great when you hear those, or if you make a big save there, the goal, I mean, their celebrations, the beer showers are incredible. So, I mean, they really do give us that extra fire, that extra adrenaline in it. So, I mean, I'd have to say, if not the best, one of the best, like, supporters groups in the entire league without a doubt.